Hey guys, this is the Oregon Dipper here for a dip review. Well, we got here is something new. Got it today, free, figured I'd try it. Skoal berry. Well, I'm not too big of a, I guess I can't say much till I try it, but from the looks of it, I don't think it's going to be anything all that great. But anybody who's had Skoal berry, drop a comment below and tell me what you think. Anyway, a little bit about me. This is my first video on my channel here on YouTube. I was born and raised in Oregon, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I see guys on there that they've got like the like all these Copenhagen Southern blend and all this stuff, and whiskey this, whiskey that, and I've never even seen those here in Oregon. And we get basics. Copenhagen wintergreen, Copenhagen mint, just I'm a Copenhagen guy myself. I'm not a big fan of the Skoal or the I think my worst is Timberhorn or Longhorn. That's just plain downright nasty. But I like the good stuff. If I'm gonna chew, I'm gonna chew with Copenhagen. But I'm not made of millions, so I'll chew what I got. But I'm gonna try this today. So here goes nothing. Skoal berry. Here we go. Anybody out there take a dip ski with me? Let's see where this goes. Here goes nothing. Already not a big fan. Just right out of the gate. I don't know. I'm not too big of a fan of the flavored dips like you know Copenhagen mint, Copenhagen wintergreen, Skoal mint, Skoal. That stuff. I'm not. I don't mind it at all. But when you get too over the top, like with berry flavored dip, I mean, it's just I think it's too much. So to describe it, I mean, the taste isn't bad, but it it's it doesn't taste like dip. I'm looking for something, hearty, got a good strong taste to it, all throughout. This just tastes like a fucking berry in my mouth, and that's not really what I'm looking for. Overpoweringly sweet, and uh, excuse my room, by the way. I gotta get some kind of, little station set up here to make videos, but I'm redoing my wallpaper, and yeah, I don't even know how old that is, but it's ancient. So anyway, excuse that, but Skoal berry, yeah, not something I'd buy. Uh, Spitting in it. I'm not cool enough to have a mug jug quite yet. I got a Kirkland signature, uh, some kind of tropical mango spitter today. I gotta get me one of them, so drop a line, comment below, and let me know where the best place to get those mud jugs are. I gotta get me one of them. It's funny because I see all these videos. Who was it? JC Boy. Everybody, all these guys. I think he's from Oregon, Oregon City or something. Everybody's got those mud jugs. Those are badass. I just never came across that, or where to get them, and where to get them, for a reasonable price. But I gotta admit, I'm not cool as you guys yet. I gotta get one. So until I do, props. You guys definitely cooler than me. Uh, but anyway, Till then, it's gonna be this fella right here. But another thing, here in Oregon, it's funny because I see all these guys talking about dip, double dipping, and all these guys. Everybody on there, they call it dip. It's dip this, dip that. Well, where I'm from in Oregon, like when I was raised, we never called it dip. It was always, hey, you want a chew, or here's a chew for you, or whatever. We never said, oh, here's a dip, or you want a dip. And even in high school, we called it chewing. You want to have a chew or whatever. We never used the word dip. So I guess it's just different, or where you're from. But it's kind of funny listening to you guys. But you guys have a lot of interesting things to say. A lot of you guys, inspired me to do my own channel just for the hell of it. Not to compete with any of y'all, just bored. Something to do. And I've been chewing 24 now. I've been chewing since I was 16, constantly. I started off with, oh man, it's funny because people always call like Copenhagen Wintergreen a good starter dip. No, I'm using dip. Uh, but I started off with, before those days, it was I'm talking with a lisp now, but started off with, what you guess would call a bad starter dip, and that was just regular old Copenhagen long cut. And man, I would not recommend that to anybody for a starter dip. That is even now, if I chew that, it's rough. It's good dip, but it's rough. And back in those days, they didn't have, all these flavored kinds of chew. You just had Copenhagen long cut, Copenhagen snuff, and you had your Skoal long cut, Skoal snuff, and so on and so forth. But yeah, I started off with regular old Copenhagen long cut. Now I go to chew it. After chewing, I chew a lot of Copenhagen wintergreen or Copenhagen mint, but I go to put in a big old gacker Copenhagen long cut, and man, saltier and shit. I don't know how I did it back in the day, but man, I did. I don't really know how, but definitely don't recommend it for a starter. But anyway, back to the berry. Not a fan. I would not recommend buying it. Uh, if somebody threw you a can, emergency backup, sure, it's great, but it just doesn't have that bite to it. It doesn't even have there's no sting, there's no burn, there's no nothing. I feel like I could swallow this, and you can see how little if I spit once, and I don't know, it just not really all what I'm looking for. So, Skoal, berry, whatever the hell you are, yeah, wouldn't really recommend it. It's not all that great. It's just good girls dip. I mean, just not something I'm a fan of. But anyway, I just want to thank all y'all just for all the dipper videos out there. Kind of inspired me to, like I said, to do my own channel because you guys have a lot of good a lot of good things to say, interesting, and a lot of things I could relate to. And you guys are fun to watch, and there's a couple guys, and like shout out to Outlaw, of course, that guy's badass. JC Boy is pretty cool. No reason why he's another fellow Oregonian. But yeah, so I'm new to this, so feel free, comment, comment. Um, Tell me what you guys want to see, and I'll do my best to make it happen. Alright, y'all, but again, Skullberry, not a fan. So, anyway, I'll move on to another video of some other things that involve dip. But anyway, leave some comments. So let me know. Alright. Thanks, guys. Until next time. Oregon Dipper out.